Hello and welcome back to RC Icons. So in this video, a special car to show you. So this is not mine. It was sent to me just to show to you guys, and I get to run it on the track. So longtime channel subscriber Chris Contino took it upon himself to build an epic car, and it all stems from early two-wheel drive from Tamiya. But he decided, because it's not a car that's been re-read yet, it is a two-wheel drive car, and because Tamiya came out with a new car last year, he decided to take a little bit of vintage and a little bit of new and kind of make a custom rig. And I've seen pictures of it left and right. He literally had to prototype the car. I mean, he made an alloy chassis to start with, and then it morphed into carbon and the whole 9 yards. But it really does look pretty insane. That he was able to even pull this off, in my mind, is crazy. So Chris, if you guys follow Glenn's channel, Chris is the gentleman that painted up the custom sand scorcher body for Glenn in the Jaguar green or forest green, and might be cream. He did that body for Glenn. It says Happy RCing on it, the whole 9 yards. So Chris and I have been in communication since the channel started, and so I've gotten to follow this project in pictures on WhatsApp and through email. And to be able to have it in my hands is just, you know, it's cool as hell. The fact that he built the car is cool, but the fact that he actually sent it to me to kind of put my hands on and be able to run it is super cool. And then just the other day, he's like, hey, if you want to take that to Australia, feel free. So that may actually happen. I might ship this with my cars to Australia, and it won't run at the bash. I'm not sure that it would fit the rules being custom, but at the very least we can get it over to Castle Hill and get some footage of it running around Castle Hill, which would be epic, absolutely epic. So let me bring the camera over. I have not opened the box yet. I've not seen it firsthand. I wanted to wait for you guys for that. So I'm going to bring the camera over. We'll take a look at it. I apologize, this view right now, I've got something weird going on with my lights, and there's a bit of a glare. You can kind of see it in different areas. You can see it right there. I can see it. I don't know what that's about. I'm just now getting back into the studio. My parents have gone back home, and this is literally the first video back in the studio, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe my father adjusted a light or something, but I'm going to have to kind of figure out what that is. I tried to figure it out before filming and got frustrated, and that's it. We're moving forward. Let me bring the camera over. We'll get into this. Absolutely awesome, awesome. All right, now that I have you in position, we'll get into this. So I believe he came up with this idea after seeing the new release car last year. And I'll tell you what that is here in a second. But I think he saw the rear end and the gearbox of the car, and then, you know, light bulb went off, and the rest is kind of history. So I believe, yeah, so he sent this for Caleb for his semi-truck. So it's a torque tune 33 turn semi-truck motor. Brand new. So that's super cool. Thank you, Chris. You didn't have to do that. He's gonna be psyched. If you guys have never seen this. Let's get the semi-truck right on the sticker. So absolutely cool as hell. I didn't even know that motor existed until I saw Jason put one in his Grand Hauler. I didn't know Tamiya did a torque tune for the semi trucks. So thank you, Chris. All right. Now you guys are going to be able to tell at least what the vintage part of the car is here in a second, because it's done in box art. You ready for it? Looks great, Chris. You ready for it? Boom. Tamiya Astute. But this is not an ordinary Astute. I can't believe you pulled this off. What do you think that gearbox is out of? Leave it in the comments. Come on. Yeah. So this is a custom Astute. And it's sporting the BBX gearbox. Chris, this car really came out nice. I can't believe you want me to run this thing. So that's the BBX gearbox with a yaw Racing alloy motor cover for the BBX. Look at this thing. How cool is that? So this is all custom. The battery plates are custom. Their chassis is custom. So I made a list here. So this has got a Berserk carbon chassis. Now, he built the car originally with an alloy chassis. I believe Wade Skeleton helped him with the layout and actually getting the chassis configured. I believe. So this has a Berserk carbon. So once he did it in alloy and mocked it up and realized that he could make it work, that's when he sent the alloy chassis to Berserk to have them make the regular chassis. So I'm not sure what the shock towers are. I'm not sure if that's his design or if this is off of something else. It may even be off an Astute. I'm not sure. It does kind of look like an Astute front and rear shock tower, and just done in carbon. So this has Berserk carbon chassis. It's got JC Racing Super Astute front and rear arms. So those are JC Racing. Then it's got JC Racing 2.2 Astute wheels. Wow, super smooth. It's got yaw Racing alloy motor plate and gear cover for the BBX. Tamiya BB01 slipper. Astute alloy front bulkhead. So the front bulkhead is alloy. Extra speed super astute alloy steering. So it's got extra speed alloy steering. Shoemaker 2.2 full spike tires front and rear. Tamiya BBX gearbox case and gears. Tamiya BBX ball diff. And extra speed super astute alloy front uprights. So if you can see in here, the front uprights are extra speed in their alloy as well. So it was Chris's mission. Not sure if that can be tightened or if that's just slop in the wheel or the bearing. But either way, it was Chris's mission to get himself an Astute. And of course, Astutes command stupid money. Wow, feels great. They command stupid money. And even Super Astutes, now that it's being reread again, or a reissue, they're back down to reasonable pricing. But I've actually ordered another one. I've got 5, I think, kits already between re and original. And I had bought them when they were like $315. And they had gone up over 500 here as of 6 months ago, and now they're back down to $305. I think I paid for one coming in from Tamico. Never built a Super Astute, never run a Super Astute. I've restored my Astute, but that's it. Like, never run the cars. And I've got mine kind of slated for custom builds and one for running, and so that was why I bought another one. I'll have an original one that I'll build for the shelf. I have an original new in box that'll stay new in box, and blah 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 blah. The justification of an addict. This is why I need 5 super astutes. This is why I need 10 top forces. Right? Just total jargon and garbage. No one needs that many of anything. So, justification. So Chris wanted an astute, and they bring stupid money. I mean, a new unbox sold on Buy this week, astute for $700, but you could never put that car together and run it. It would shatter in the first 5 minutes. So he wanted something he could run, and have it not necessarily be a super astute. And again, this project has been going on 9 months. So the super astute Riri wasn't announced until whatever 6 weeks ago, right? So this has been going on because super astute Riris were going $500-$600. You know, he basically was like, hey, I wonder if I can put together an astute using super astute parts and the Tamiya BBX gearbox, because it looks like a stealth transmission, right? It looks like, you know, those old style 3-gear transmissions. And he pulled it off. And you know, it's got that modern flair to it with, you know, shorty lipo pack. You know, it's got a BB01 slipper. It's sporting UJs. It's, you know, it's the whole kit and caboodle. Feels good. Feels a little bit tight, but the car, you know, he ran it once in his driveway, so I think that's gonna wear in nice, to be honest. Chris, all stainless hardware, aeration dampers front and rear. Feel absolutely great. I am gonna run it, man. I hope you don't mind some scars on it. I know that's why you built it, but we're gonna throw a receiver in it and give it hell. I might have. He was talking about a battery pack, you know, a shorty with 90-degree buttons. I may have one that will fit this with a Dean's. Might be 3S though. I'll have to see. I'll have to look at my batteries and see what I got. But yeah, this thing is super cool. So you guys are going to see this car again on a Wednesday roundup. So I'm showing you the car today. You know, this is a Saturday video. I'm hoping that it's this coming Wednesday. You guys are going to see this on a Wednesday roundup. So we're going to get this thing turning and burning. I believe this is like a TBG or... you know, I don't think it's a Tamiya body. It may be a super astute body, I'm not sure. So the body fits well. You saw me struggling with the body clips a little bit, and they are already kind of shredding these decals. I'm not sure if these are MCI decals or not, but I just don't want to do any damage, although if I flip the car, I'm going to do damage, so I guess I probably shouldn't be worried about the body clips. So yeah, you guys will have to tune in Wednesday and see how this thing runs. Now, there is a lot of alloy on it, and it is feels a little bit on the heavier side. He's got a GT tuned motor in here, and he told me that it was a bit of a dog. I can't even see. Front to back. He told me it was a bit of a dog, so I am going to do the right thing. Come on, seriously. And throw this Ecto Power in it. If we're going to have a vintage two-wheel drive, this was out of my Dyna Blaster. This was a gearbox that was kind of screwy on me, and I swapped it out with another gearbox that I had. and that one already had a silver can in it, and I was lazy. So we're going to pop this Acto Power in this thing for its run. And that should liven it up. Because I know he was saying that he thought it was a dog with the GT tuned motor, and I would have to tend to agree. The GT tuned is just not, I mean, I think it's a 25 turn, but I don't know. Just doesn't do it. Doesn't do it for me. I like the BZ motors. Those are fast. And then I like the Yokomo 23 turn super sport motor, whatever it is. I've got a few of those. Those are a nice motor. So yeah, I'm going to change this motor off camera and get a receiver in it, see if I got a battery that fits, and I'll see you on Wednesday. I'm not going to do a closing. I'm just going to put my head down because I'm not a professional. If you're not already a subscriber, I'd ask you to consider subscribing to support the channel, and so that you don't miss Wednesday's Wednesday roundup of this custom astute. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let Chris know what you think, more importantly. Super, super cool idea. I love it. I love it when people take it upon themselves to Frankenstein a car together. And usually Frankenstein means like cobbed up and ugly. Not by any stretch. Chris, you did an amazing job. This thing looks absolutely superb. And I love the idea. I love that you were able to execute it. And I'm really looking forward to running it. I hope I don't let you down. See you on Wednesday. Thanks.